Hey everybody, welcome back to Lost Odyssey. It's Chocolate Milk here, and in the last episode we kind of escaped General Kakana's grasp and escaped with the Queen, and we are now trying to find a boat or a ship or whatever so that we can get out of Numara and just make our way on with the storyline. So if you come to the Port of Numara and you make your way back to this door here, you can see there's a giant ship that these weird little creatures that kind of look like decolored Oompa Loompas are working on.
Hey, what's up?
They're really creepy looking things.
Hey, how's it going?
Eh?
Hey, that engine. Where'd you get it?
Oh, this. Let's see, when was that? A while back, an unbelievably huge fish washed up on shore. This was in its belly.
We checked it out and realized it could deliver incredible output, so we fixed it and installed it in the boat.
Did the repairs work?
Like a charm. That boat was built to be General Kakana's
So this is supposed to be General Kakana's boat.
Left to do.
I see. Thanks.
Don't mention it.
But that is going to change.
Huge fish, huh? You know, a while back...
Is there something you remember?
I really depended on it.
Depend on what? The fish or the engine?
And apparently Seth remembers the engine from her
It's from back
past.
when I was a pirate.
Perhaps it was from one of her old boats or something.
Huh? Seth, you were a pirate?
And now that I think about it, yeah, Cook and Mac wouldn't know
That's
that
right.
Seth was a pirate.
Wow!
I was kind of like, what? Wait, they just found out, but I keep forgetting that they're new party members. Because I record so far in advance, I've had them for so long in my party.
I always loved women who are pirates and swordswomen and stuff. I read books about them for like ever.
And Cook is just utterly amazed.
A real woman.
She's even doing like, she's doing a little dance there with her feet. I don't know if you can see that, but she's like bouncing around.
She wants to be your apprentice. Yeah. What he said. Could I? So, Seth, Mistress Seth, please, let me be your apprentice.
Seth's just full of facepalm today. Now that that's over though, if you just walk down this big catwalk over here towards where the ship is, we are going to steal it. Because we need a ship, and I highly doubt we have the money for it, and I highly doubt that if they knew who we were, that they would give us a ship, so stealing it is the next best thing.
Okay, open the floodgates. Inform General Kakanas that the engine installation is complete. He said to call him when we're ready for a test run.
Alright, yeah. Oh, hey, look! Someone's on board! Oh,
Hey, yourself, you little
What are you doing there? Get off! Go!
They're like freaking out. They're like, what do we do? Yeah, I'm sure you're going to be able to get word to him and get help in the nick of time. Jackasses.
Your ship is leaving. Thank you. Alright, should be easy. Oh, wow, a lot of buttons there. Gonna need a manual. I think I'm...
Out of the way, Emma.
And luckily for us, Seth apparently even remembers how to work a ship.
Here goes.
Or her boat ship. I don't know what to call it. Vessel. So we're not entirely screwed. We can at least get out of here in time.
Cast out.
Cheese it, Seth, cheese it! So it's GTFO before we get in any more trouble. And we're off. Beautiful. So sweet, guys, we got ourselves a ship. And now we can actually take control of it here once we're far enough away from Numara. So this is the Slant Nose, that's the name of the ship, and I'm not going to do the control tutorial because eventually the controls are in the very corner, and it's very self-explanatory and very easy to run. Now before I go anywhere, I'm actually going to turn back towards Numara to get an optional little scene that actually kind of reflects on Ming's past. This is strictly storyline, or kind of side quest storyline. It's optional and it is missable.
Look! Aunt Ming turned it to stone, and she saved the city.
Whoa, you did that? Hey, are you okay?
It's nothing. Thanks.
Hey, are you all right?
Ming!
Are you starting to?
Are you
And the thing that she's looking at, by the way, is a giant beast, but she's turned it into stone.
It was like this even back when I was in the palace.
It's not just a really cool looking
Why don't you
rock
go rest
formation.
for a bit? You're just gonna hurt yourself more if you try to remember.
Thank you.
Here, I'll help you.
Why is Jensen getting all mushy? It's love. Huh?
Oh, Mac.
I think that pain must mean her memories are coming back. What do you think?
Yes. I have Liram to thank for getting my memories back. Ming will get hers back too. If she gives it a chance.
So that's just a little thing about Ming, and that, like I said, is optional. But now we can actually get back to our journey, so to speak. You'll notice that there's a glowing dot on the map. There's two of them. There's one on the left and on the right. Now the left is an optional area that's new, and the right is the actual place we need to go. Now for some reason, I'm doing post commentary, of course, I chose to go to the right first when I should have gone to the left, but I will be covering both in this video. So anyways, we're going to start by going to the right, over to the first glowing dot here. And as you can see, the Slant Nose moves pretty quickly in the water. It's not a bad little ship, actually. It gets you to where you need to be in a pretty good amount of time, and in the open sea you will not run into any monsters or any random encounters, just so everybody is aware of that. It's free sailing. So let's go ahead and land here once we're actually arrived, and we'll find that we're actually on the continent of Gohtza, which is a new area. Because we've been to Ura, and we've been to Numara, and this is the new kind of continent. Or country.
The Slant Nose will never sink. Not with the captain's engine on board.
You think you're so cool now that you're a pirate? Well, I'm gonna teach you a thing or two about the pirate code.
And what code would that be?
Come on now, Jansen, control yourself in front of your woman.
Secret pirate code that we would do if we had the
Oh
time.
man.
Hey, Grandpa! Wow.
Jansen is so entertaining on his own, but when you add Ming in, they're both just they're hilarious.
I have no idea what you just said.
Well, what I'm saying is that cook is as cute as a button. She's just, oh, you must be proud.
You lying creep. Cook, it hurts when you get kicked, you know?
Wow, Max, sticking up for somebody for once in your life. Good job,
Isn't
little
that right,
man.
Captain?
As we can see over here, Seth hasn't left the boat yet because she seems a little bit preoccupied with something that she's seen on this ship. And now this is interesting because this is the first little glimpse into Seth's past besides her being a pirate, and you'll actually get some dreams for Seth. I do believe she has 2 in this game total, and the first one is the first part of her dream, and we'll learn more about that later. But she obviously has remembered something very painful, and the name's Sed. Just remember that name, it'll come back later on in the game.
Cook?
You're crying.
I remembered some things from a long time ago.
You mean when you were a pirate? And remembering made you cry?
I've always been a pirate. I was crying because of something that happened that I regret.
Alright, now that that's over, they give us some new little dots on our map to go to. And we're supposed to go to the the village of Tosca, but I'm not going to go there yet. I'm going to go back to the water here, and I'm going to go off to the left-hand side where I said I should have gone first. And this area over here is optional at the time, but eventually, somewhere along down the road, this area is going to disappear completely, and there are some chests and things that we want to collect. So it's like a big circular kind of sandbar here. And as a new destination on our map, the Numara Atoll. So the biggest thing about this area is that you cannot take on the monsters in this area. There's 2 chests to grab, one on the left-hand side here and one on the right, and grabbing them, you're going to run into monsters. Even at level 50, I cannot take these monsters on. So what I suggest doing is equipping Turntail shoes on one of your characters. I know you probably have them if you picked them up somewhere. And equipping them so that you make absolutely sure that you escape. Because if not, you are going to get absolutely obliterated, and like I'm guaranteed you're gonna die. So just grab the 2 chests and then just get out of here. That's all we needed to do, was just grab these 2 chests. But I wanted to do it now before I get too carried away with other storyline stuff. Alright, so that was our very quick little visit to the atoll, and now we can actually go back to Tosca Village. This is a very nice little village. I quite like it. And apparently some people know who Kaim is. That's a little strange.
Good to see you again, Kaim. But you haven't changed a bit.
But I guess if you've lived for 1,000 years, people are bound to remember you or know of you or whatever. But anyways, we're gonna get into exploring Tosca in the next village, the next video, because there's a lot to do in this village. So I want to thank everybody so much for joining me in this episode of Lost Odyssey, and I will hopefully see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.